So the first thing I would like to start off with is the navigation of the phone. So towards the left, of course, we have our headset, which allows us to make calls. Next to that, we have our 12 programmable keys, which allows us to configure speed dial. Above that, we have our indicator light, which flashes anytime we receive a call or a voicemail. Below that, we have our 3.5-inch screen, which allows us to see detail of what we're doing. Below that, we have more soft keys that change depending on the menu that you're in. So if I click new call, for example, I see that they've changed to the depending menu. If I press end call, I see that they've changed back. Towards the left, we have hard keys. Top is transfer, middle is voicemail, bottom is hold. In the middle, we have our numerical pad, which allows us to basically type in numbers. Next to that, we have our arrow keys. So if I click the right one, that allows me to see all calls that I have received. If I hit the up, that allows me to see favorites. If I hit bottom, that allows me to see missed. If I hit right, that allows me to see all calls in general. Below that, we have our BLF keys. The first one is headset. The next one is speakerphone, which allows me to basically place a call on speaker if I prefer to. But for demonstration purposes, I won't do that. And then lastly, we have our mute button, which allows me to place a call on mute. We lastly have our volume keys, which if you leave it the same way that it is now, it's going to configure the volume for the ringtone. If I take off the headset, say for example, that's going to configure the volume for the headset. And then lastly, if I place the headset back on and I put the call on speaker, that allows me to configure the volume for the speakerphone. So now let's move a little bit more into creating a new call. So if I click new call, I of course can either pick up the headset, but I would start off by dialing the number. Once I have the dial numbered in, I will click send, and then I would be greeted or speaking to that other person or other party that I would like to. Once I'm done with the call, I click end call or hang up, and that completed that new call. Now say for example, if I want to receive a call, I have answer, reject, forward, and more. I'm going to answer it in this case. I'm now speaking with that person, and I see that I have options of hold, end call, etc. So let's go for hold. So if you click hold, that basically plays some music, but if you click resume, that resumes the call. End call will end that particular call. Transfer will allow you to transfer a call to another person. So if I click transfer, I would type in the extension or the number that I would like to have transferred, and then click transfer. Now the same logic applies for when you're conferencing in someone else. So the general logic is conference, type in the number conference, which I'm going to demonstrate right now. So if I answer the call, I click more, I go to conference, I then type in the number or the extension of the person I want to have conference in and click send. And then once that person is answered, I will click conference again, and then I would be conferencing with those parties. Towards the bottom, we have our voicemail button, which allows you to see urgent, new, and old. If I click new and old, these are current voicemails that I currently have. By clicking connect, that allows me to connect to my voicemail after typing in my PIN, and now I can listen to my voicemails. Now if you want to place yourself on D&D, you click the D&D option. You'd see that D&D is active on the top, but if you want to take yourself off D&D, just click D&D once more. Click more for my statuses. Now this would allow people to see what you're doing at a time, whether you're online, busy, or away from your desk. So if I go away, I'll be right back. People are now notified that I'm gone away from my desk. But if I mark myself online, this allows people to see that I'm online and available.